everyone. So I'm here to do my 11-week update. Today I am 11 weeks and either 2 or 3 days. I will know hopefully tomorrow kind of what my definitive due date is. I'm kind of still going off of the 27th, but which would make me 11 weeks and 3 days today. So yeah, not a whole lot is really happening week to week, so I may drop down to just doing updates every other week, but then obviously, like, if something happens, I would do an update in between. But we'll see kind of how things progress along. I will be away on vacation for 2 weeks, so I will probably not be doing any updates while I'm gone, and I'll just do like a big couple week update when I get back. But anyway, so I have my first prenatal appointment tomorrow, so I'm hoping that that all goes well, and hopefully we'll be able to hear the heartbeat and everything. It's really exciting, but a little bit nerve-wracking because it's been so many weeks since we had our last appointment and the ultrasound and everything, and got to see the heartbeat and all of that. So it's like I have no reason to suspect that anything is wrong. There's been no signs of anything. Like, I'm still having all of my pregnancy symptoms and everything, but they're still like in the back of your mind. It's still kind of like a, well, what if something happened? And so it'll be really reassuring if we can hear the heartbeat tomorrow. And I think we should be able to hear it because they told me that it's still not definite until you really get to 12 weeks, but I'm so close to 12 weeks that I think that it'll probably be relatively straightforward to hear it. And it's interesting because with my son, I didn't have my first prenatal appointment until I want to say 14 weeks. It might have been a little bit before that. I might have been 13 or maybe even 12 and something. But it was past this point, so I was later in my pregnancy by the time I had my first appointment, and so I've already seen the baby and seen the heartbeat and everything, and with my son I had nothing until basically I think in the second trimester, more or less, or right on the edge. So it's just interesting how I had no confirmation the first time, and this time it's there's been so much confirmation that I'm pregnant that it's just a different experience. So it's interesting. Nothing big has happened this past week. Still continuing on with pretty much the same symptoms. Still nauseous most of the time, although still the Unisom and the B6 seems to be helping, so that's good. I've played around with the dosage of the Unisom and stuff, and there was one day over the weekend, I think, when I tried taking just a quarter of, it was hard to break it into quarters, but just taking a quarter, just a little bit in the mid to late afternoon to maybe help to get me through those evening hours a little bit better, and it just knocked me out. I fell asleep on the couch and was no use to anyone. And I specifically did it on a day when my husband was around, and so I was not solely responsible for our son, but he had to get dinner ready for our son and everything. It was just not something that I can actually do because I need to really be able to function. So unless it gets really, really bad, I'm not going to do that again. But so I am taking a whole Unisom at night, and that definitely seems to help to kind of get me through more of the day. The evening is still a little bit touch and go, and I have still continued to have very minimal vomiting, thankfully. It happened a few days ago where I'd actually eaten a decent lunch and then went to lie down for a little bit while Lex was napping, and I was just yep, nope, that's not gonna stay down. But I think that has been the only episode of that in the past week. So that's good, at least that I'm not throwing up a ton. And I am definitely more functional now with the Unisom added in. So that's good. And I'm also just still really tired. Definitely feeling more fullness in my lower abdomen, which is really interesting. It's been almost 4 years since I was at this point in pregnancy. So it's just kind of weird to be back here and I've forgotten what it's like. So It's pretty cool. And not like I don't look pregnant yet. I just look like I have some extra belly weight, but I think probably in the next 3 or 4 weeks it will definitely start looking a little bit more like a baby bump, which is exciting. And I am not going to do a belly shot today, but maybe next week. We'll see how I feel about it next week. But I definitely feel like there's the start of a little bump there. As far as other symptoms go, I have, and I don't know that I've mentioned this before, but part of kind of the nausea for me is that I have this really bad taste in my mouth, like all the time. And nothing really takes it away. Sometimes like sucking on a hard candy will help, you know, just for that time being while it's in my mouth, or like drinking stuff seems to help. But it's just like this bad taste is always there. And I think I mentioned before that my gag reflex is really sensitive, so that kind of goes along with the bad taste. Like when I'm not as nauseous and the taste isn't as bad in my mouth, my gag reflex is a little bit more relaxed, if that makes sense. And not a lot else going on. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. My headaches have been a little bit better over the last week, which is nice. As far as food stuff goes, I keep saying every week that like I'm not really having any cravings or aversions or whatever, and I'm not really, but there are certain things that are definitely like tasting better to me. So peaches lately are like, I really like those, but it's not as strong as like a craving, I don't think. But I really am enjoying eating like nice juicy peaches. I also have some peach iced tea bags that like I make into iced tea that is also really good and refreshing. I've mentioned before that like half and half iced tea lemonade is really good, and that actually I have that like with breakfast first thing in the morning, and that helps to kind of like calm my stomach down and stuff so that I'm able to actually eat stuff. And so that has been helpful. Crackers and cheese, which actually is what I'm having right now for lunch, has also been like a nice go-to easy kind of a thing that I can stomach. And like cereal and toast and that kind of stuff. But nothing like as strong as a craving. And nothing as strong as like a flat out aversion. So there are certain things that just sound good or don't sound good to me at certain times. And so that's just kind of how it's been going along. But there are definitely things that have consistently kind of tasted good to me over the last couple weeks. Oh, and I didn't mention the baby at this point is the size of a Brussels sprout, which I don't have the like actual measurement. I record my videos on my phone, so unfortunately I can't like look at the app and have the information in front of me unless I look at it somewhere else. So yeah, I have a couple of baby buys to share. Again, I'm not really buying too much, but here and there, if I see something, I'll pick it up, especially if it's a good deal or if I don't think I'm going to be able to find it again. So I got off of Zulily, I got this sleeper set that I just think is so cute. It's an Eric Carle sleeper set, and it says tiny and very hungry on that one with the turtle and the caterpillar and the sun. And then there's another one that just has like the ABCs and the turtle and the caterpillar and fruit and duck and all of that kind of stuff. So I got these in 0 to 3 months. And they're again the zipper one, which is nice. So I think those are really cute. I really like Eric Carle stuff. I like his artwork and everything. So, and then I have another cloth diaper that I got that was a limited edition one. So like I had to kind of get it when it came out, and I got it also in this is a newborn size. I also got it in a 1 size diaper for my son. They may not be in diapers at the same time. I'm hoping that he'll be potty trained out of diapers by the time the baby comes, but we'll see. So this is a Camelot diaper. So there's Merlin on a dragon, and there's that's Morgan or Morgana. There's Arthur is down here, and this is Guinevere with her horse. So there's like a bunch of different things. There's a dragon and Arthur roasting a marshmallow, and it's just really cute. There's another Merlin, and this is part of a series. So these 4 characters each have their own diaper. This is like getting into the craziness of the cloth diaper world. It's I've definitely become fully sucked into cloth diaper world and the craziness and everything over the last few years. But so basically each character has their own diaper, and then they came out with this one that combines all of them together. So unfortunately I don't have newborn ones in any of the other characters, but I do have various types of one size diapers or covers in everything except for Guinevere. So, this is really nice because it combines everything together, and it's a nice gender neutral one while still incorporating the female characters and stuff. So yeah, so I think that's just a really cute diaper, and I love the little newborn diapers. They're just so adorable. I have too many of them, but it's so hard to pass them up when you find cute ones. So those are my baby buys. Don't really have anything else to update on, I don't think, but I will have my appointment tomorrow, and hopefully I'll get an update done earlier in the week next week to share how that appointment went, and if anything really important or if anything really important happens at the appointment, I'll probably do a quick update sooner rather than later on that, but I don't expect anything super big or important to happen. So that is it for today. I will see you back next week for 12 weeks, which is really exciting because it's getting so close to the end of the first trimester, and I'm really hoping I'm going to start feeling better soon. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.